Mickie James tweeted on August the 8th in response to a fan if she was going to be Oscar's, am I pronouncing it right? Oscar's partner in the women's tag title tournament. Mickie James replies, "No, I feel I'm done with wrestling." Thoughts on Mickie James now she's apparently announced a retirement?
I always remember this about pro wrestling. Compare them to regular people. When you hear regular people talk, you listen, you're sitting there, you're listening, and you're listening. You're waiting for a lie to drop out that you can call them on. But with wrestlers talking, they're talking and talking and talking. You're waiting for the truth to drop out sometime because that's just the way they talk. So I think Mickie James, this is one or two things. There might be some truth in it, but I doubt it. Or she was probably just bored one day and said, well, I need, that deal they do on TikTok. I want to see who loves me on social media, that song they play all the time. That's what she wanted to do. I'll just put this out there and see who responds to it and see what I get back. And she'll put a bullshit tweet out and get 100 replies. Well, that's what she wants. That reaffirms her ability that people are still paying attention to her, that she's still relevant. So is it her last match? Hey, Ric Flair said it was his last match too. And is she done in wrestling? Nah, well, see, you don't ever get out of wrestling. You don't just get out of it. It's like getting out of acting. I mean, how do you get out of acting if somebody will cast you in another movie? You're not out of wrestling. You're still there. You're standby. And if somebody wants to run a show, and what's the girl's name you were talking about? What's your name?
Mickie James.
Oh, Mickie. Hey, Mickie, can you make the show on the 16th? I'll be there. That's it. And she's back in wrestling. And then you say, well, I thought you were getting out of wrestling. Well, I was, then I got back in. I mean, it's that cryptic tweet that means nothing. You can put any meaning to it whatsoever. I mean, how is she going to make money out of wrestling? What other business is she in?
She probably has a podcast like everybody else, I suppose. I've no idea.
Yeah, well, she may have it. But having a podcast and actually doing it, I mean, you might as well go ahead and do it and then talk about it on your podcast. She can make her own content. She can create her own material for her podcast. So anyway, but I put no faith in that at all.